Joe, obviously a lot of people are asking you, when Gary called everybody in the room and gave them the news, how long did it take you to connect the dots that your grandpa might be filling in for the bowl game?
Well, as soon as I got home, all my friends texted me. They're like, tell Barry to coach, and I was like, yeah, he really should. And then that night he texted me and was like, seniors asked me to coach. What do you think? What are your thoughts? And I was like, definitely do it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I would love to be coached by you. And it's funny, I told him, we really need a coach with some swag to like get us over the loss. And he laughed and he's like, yeah, I'll definitely consider it. And the next morning he decided he was going to coach.
That's very neat. And, Joe doesn't want anybody to know I'm his grandfather. He doesn't want to advertise that, and I respect that. But it's kind of fun. We had Christmas dinner the other night with all my grandkids and my children, and he came in. Hey, he called me coach. I thought that was pretty cool.
First time he's ever done that?
Yeah, first time. Most of the time, his grandfather was coach the other night.
He said you texted him before you decided to coach to see if you'd be okay with it. Was his approval kind of one of the things that?
Yeah, I didn't want him to be uncomfortable. I didn't want him to be uncomfortable. He said, I think it would really be neat.
Has he ever coached you in a direct capacity growing up?
No, never directly. So he's always been there to give tips and pointers, obviously. But to have him as a real coach and to be able to see him there on the sidelines it's an unreal experience. I never thought something like this could happen.
I know watching you and your brother play, some of these games where he's able to attend, and especially the ones that aren't in a varsity stadium where he's able to stand on the sidelines with the coat on and everything. He has a presence, doesn't he? And what does that presence mean to you when you look over and see him there?
I love having him there. It's I used to not like it because it would make me play more nervous, but now on, just having him there and knowing that even during the middle of the game during the youth, he would come over and say something to me and just get me going. Just having him around during games is a great experience.
So now that you've had a few practices with him there, what's he been like, and does he treat you any different than he would anybody else?
First off, his presence is really good. People understand what he's about and what he's been around the block, and we all look up to him, and just having him there is good. As far as how he treats me, I'd say he probably gets on me just as much as anybody else. The first practice he was here, he yelled at me for doing something wrong in a drill, and the guys after practice were like, "What's it like having your grandpa yell at you? Like, that's got to be really weird." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I didn't even think of it like that when I was on the field, but once I sit back and think about it, have your grandpa yell at you is actually kind of pretty cool."
He seems like he's all business with this thing. I mean, it's a nice thing to put out in a press release, but when he starts coaching again, isn't he all business?
Yeah. So the first day he was running a drill and like yelling and stuff, and I'd never seen him yell before because I never really watched him coach. So it was just like, wow, like my grandpa still got it. Like he cares a lot about this team and cares a lot about the program, so he wants us to win real bad.
So did he move you up the depth chart at all once he took over?
Yeah, we joked about that as a family. So my mom was like, "Well, it looks like you're starting now," and we all laughed. But no, I haven't moved up on anything.
But you are a part of a group of guys that wants to give him, the senior class wants a bowl win, but I'm sure your grandpa wants a bowl win more than anything, because this may be the last time he ever gets to coach a college football game.
Yeah, it probably is. It's getting up there. So I mean a lot to every single part of this program.
And not that way, Joe, but I mean, the fact is that he's not going to hire another football coach, so if Paul leaves, it's probably going to be someone else that is coaching the bowl game because he's out of here, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, do you think that would help his legacy as much as it would the seniors?
Yeah, I think it helps his legacy, but I don't think it would be as great as the seniors. The seniors have put in so much work, and it means so much to them, and I know everybody's out here for them.
As you look back on your relationship with your grandfather, when's the first time you realized he was a football coach?
Being younger, I never really saw him yell. He was always just like a grandfather figure, like really nice, very playful. And I remember I came to one practice and he was getting on somebody, and I was really surprised, and I don't know, I guess it opened my eyes to football as a whole. Like, sure. This is what it's about, and it opened my eyes to like my other side of grandpa. So.
And do did you start playing football because of him, or would you have been a football player no matter what anyway?
Well, my dad also played football, and just growing up, I loved every sport. So, and I don't know. Football's been my favorite. I don't know whether my dad or my grandpa inspired me, but I think having him as a coach and just the persona he has, like, that just made me want it even more.
You ever get tired of being Barry Alvarez's grandson, or is it a nice badge to wear?
No, it's a great badge to wear. Guys are always joking with me and making fun of me, like saying like, your grandpa has a statue out there, where's yours though? And it's all in good fun though. I mean, I don't really get much crap about it, so it's good.